Welcome to Culturally Incorrect, the podcast where two friends dive into the ordinary, turning the mundane into a humorous adventure.
Join us for laughter, candid conversations, and a dose of friendship as we explore the everyday topics that make life truly basic.
We're your hosts, Ken.
And Z,
We're here to turn your everyday into a fun filled conversation.
so grab the drink of your choice, put on your headphones, and let's chat. Oh, this is a good one. What's a movie you wish your parents hadn't let you watch? Now, you did say you didn't go to the rated R movie, so I don't know if they let you watch some things, but what's one that you wish they hadn't let you watch as a kid? Maybe something that scarred you for life.
I ain't gonna lie. I'll tell you this. I was older, but 6 Degrees from Separation with Will Smith, one of his first movies,
Yeah,
scarred me.
like, could you do it? What
What?
was it
You,
about it?
have you ever just watch? I can't. I don't want to be politically incorrect, but it just threw as a young and you watch that and he was like, because I saw it after he became the Fresh Prince.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So you see the Fresh Prince, and you're like, oh, this dude cool as it, and then I watched the movie and it's like, wait a second, not the Fresh Prince.
Don't you go there. Ken, don't go there.
So I asked Z to watch it, and Z couldn't get through the movie. She didn't like it. So I think it had something to do with that too. Like I don't think she likes
Yeah,
Will being portrayed in that type of light, even though Will is out there tooting it back.
What did I just say? What did I say? We're not going there. Don't you take it there. We have no proof
Look at
that that is what that man does in his personal life.
look here.
Thank you
I
very
keep
much.
each
I keep telling Z when the door swings both ways, it swings more often, but she's just not feeling me.
each their own, but that movie messed me up, man. That's how I knew that I could never be an actor because I was like, nah, son, that's too much. That's too
So you
far for
want me to
me.
do what now?
Nah, mm-mm. I'm gonna be broke the rest of my life.
Do you
Some
watch
lines you
the Shy?
shy.
Yeah.
Nah, I never really watched that show too
Okay.
often.
Okay. I was curious because there's some scenes in there that people are like, yeah, I could never do that. If as a straight man. But okay. All right. What's the next
Hold on,
wish?
what are these scenes that they could never do as a straight man? I'm curious. Like I mean the, my straight man meter is strong. So, I mean, there's things that I would do as a straight man to be comfortable with. Like, so I'm trying to figure out what other people won't.
The fact that you asked that question just made me question your meter
Hey, hey, my
completely.
meter is strong, bro.
Wait a minute.
As soon as she
Hey,
said it, I was like, yeah, yeah.
hey,
There's
come on,
some
man.
things you got to do
You
in acting roles.
you was a cop, bro. You ain't never played gay chicken as a
Oh
cop.
my gosh.
Nope, I don't even know
Listen,
what that
I'm
is.
about to say, what is
Y'all ain't
that?
never play, huh?
Look, y'all ain't never played.
Gay chicken is a thing, man. Every military person plays gay chicken.
Okay, that's a military
Yeah,
thing,
every
I'm
military
sure.
person plays gay chicken. Like you,
Maybe every
it's
military
it's where
male.
you like you know how you take things too far. Like you go to an extreme. And like you'd be like, you're like you'll do something like you'll rub some dude hand, right? And that's too much for some guys. Some guys pull back and be like, oh my god, and some guys will just hold your hand back. And so it's like that's gay chicken, right? So
Y'all do too much.
you keep pressing it as far as you can until the other till one of y'all get uncomfortable.
I'm
Mm-mm.
uncomfortable now just thinking about that, and we ain't ever play that game in policing. It was never that wasn't a paramilitary.
Uh,
Like we
oh,
called it
okay, okay, okay.
paramilitary. Like certain things
Nah,
you
man.
didn't. That was the line that we didn't
I
cross.
think, yeah, I think I met my match because I'm like, all right, yeah, well, I know what I'm not doing. But I think and it's gonna be a little vulgar for some people who don't like vulgar, like tune out. Like I was working in my dock and everything. Like I was phasing aircraft, so we were doing tear down and repair aircraft and everything like that. And at the end of the day, you got to do a tool check. So you check all your tools and make sure all your tools are good to go, and then you turn in your box, right? So you don't leave anything in the aircraft. Well, we're doing tool check and we're missing a mouthpiece off of one of the com sets, and we're looking everywhere for this stupid thing, man. And I'm like, man, I cannot go home until we find this, and we got to go through all the stuff that we did throughout the day before we could spend hours looking for this, right? So this guy walks up. He's like, "What you looking for?" And I'm like, "I'm looking for the mouthpiece of the what's name." He's like, "Man, I got one of those in my dock." And I'm like, "Oh man, if you got one of those, I suck your dick, man. If you got one of those." But I was just saying it, jesting, right?
Yeah.
So he runs to the dock and gets the mouthpiece, and I'm like, "Oh man, that's what I'm talking about. You my boy and everything." He's like, "Nah, man, nah." In the middle of the hangar, zips his pants, pulls his junk out, and it's
Bullshit.
like, like we had a deal. I'm like, man, if you don't put your stuff back in your pants, I'm not doing this with you today. I'm like, and I snatched it and I walked away. So that young man won gay chicken because that's too far for me. I don't want to see your stuff.
Yeah, that nah, son. Nah, now I'm glad I never joined the military because that story right there, I just done.
So
That's
I don't
just
understand.
disturbing.
I'm just saying, like y'all sit in the squad car alone together all that time. Y'all never
It's
ask each other questions.
nah, not like that. That's it's a line you don't cross.
Oh God.
We work together, and it's just this line.
Oh man. Oh
It's a
God.
line you don't cross.
Wow, wow.
Now we're
That's
gonna ask every military person they
Telling you,
know who they.
every military person knows about gay chicken. They know about it. Some were successful,
disturbing.
some weren't.
Disturbing.
It is
It
very
shines
disturbing.
a whole new light on how I look at military members now.
The men probably more than the
Yeah,
women.
I'm
I'm
not
sure.
conservative.
So, what's your least favorite genre? Somebody that's watched well over 3,000 movies. What's your least favorite?
Oh, my least favorite. I don't know. I love movies. I love movies just where they take you, how they take you out of just the ordinary. Movies is just a fantasy world, and most of
Mhm.
it's not real. So I don't know. I don't really have one. Like I used to watch musicals. I ain't gonna lie. I'd sit down
I ain't gonna tell
watch. Listen, musicals, dance movies like the old dance movies
Oh,
with Daddy Long. It's a movie called Daddy Long Legs where with the old white gentleman, back in the day when it was in black and white, they'd be dancing around like La La Land, like Me the Reason one with La La
yeah.
Land, like that. I used to watch those
Mm.
too, so I don't really like. I watched so many things. I like them all. I like all genres, whether it was
Is
drama,
comedy
whether
your
it's action.
favorite?
What was it? I'm sorry.
Is comedy your favorite?
Action had to be my favorite for a long time as a kid. It's just just sitting having that. But my favorite would actually be like kind of like National Treasure. Ever seen that movie?
Yeah,
Indiana Jones.
Nick
yeah.
Those
Cage.
fantasy movies where they take they yeah it was listen National Treasure where they just manipulate history and it makes you want to find that treasure at the end. The X
Mhm.
marks the spot,
Yeah.
Yeah.
thinking that you could be the person that finds something this big giant secret that nobody else had, and you were smart enough to figure out all of what you call the manipulating history. I always love those that genre.
I used
So, so action being your favorite, what do you think of action now, like today?
Ridiculous.
That oh, thank you. Okay, I was like, ooh, I feel like they would have. I feel like they ruined it, or they're ruining it.
What do you mean?
Actively ruining the. It's too much.
What are you talking
It's
about?
like it's over the top, and it's like that's not even it to the point. Like, okay, yeah, I go to the movie to escape reality, but y'all are pushing it to the
Hold on.
point where that's not even
So
believable.
so you didn't like the Equalizer?
The CGI and all the extra. I am so good on some of that. Like, what was the movie that just came out? Roadhouse. Did
Yeah, I
y'all
didn't
see
like that
that
one.
that
Like,
new
yeah,
one yet?
I just watched that last night actually.
I was like, there was so much CGI, and I was like, regular fight scenes? Like, why are you putting CGI in that? It just looked so ridiculous. But anyway,
The
sorry, I've cut you off. Go ahead.
Equalizer was good. Equalizer was it wasn't as CGI as the one she's talking about as Row House. This new Row House. It was like the opening fight scene. They were like really. I'm looking at. It, I'm like, what is go like is how is it?
It's
It
bad.
was,
And
it was
even like
ridiculous.
all those, what are they now? Like Fast 10 now? Like it was like, all right. Because that's what I mean. Like some action movies are like, hey, I don't like that. And I don't know what this next Mission Impossible is going to look like, but I'm assuming it's going to be much more the same,
So
much less the
so yeah, I'm not a fast franchise person, but that's just a movie for excuse for men to take off their shirt for women to look at. That's all that is. That's just an excuse for somebody to be walking around naked so women can be like, "Oh, look at Vin Diesel," or "Look at The Rock," or that's just that what that turned into.
Listen, when you catching people flying at like 100 miles per hour on the bridge and land on the car and nobody break no bones and stuff like that, you start getting, and then you in space. Like they started getting wild. Like the first
Yeah,
Fast and
when it,
Furious
I
was
was
my
like, all
joint.
right.
Like
I
it
think
was
after
it was
two, it
good.
was
Like
a
even
wrap.
little
They're like,
street
yeah,
racing, it
yeah,
was good. But
it was a little much. It's definitely a little much. I got you. I got you.
want to buy
Uh,
into the reality. That's why I like movies so much. Like if, especially the old, like the '90s and stuff like that, and the early 2000s, those movies were always good because you can buy into it a little bit. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Oh, but a good murder mystery movie? Come on,
yeah.
man.
Oh yeah, I love a good plot twist too.
Oh yeah,
If I can go along with it and try to figure it out as I'm going along, and then they like totally, I did not see that come. I love that. I
yeah,
love that because I'm always trying
yeah.
to figure out the movie. All right, hold on. I think. Wait a minute. Go ahead.
You ever
You
seen the
like
movie
that?
The Mist?
The Mist. What was it
It's a
about?
horror
yeah,
movie.
the
It's
mist.
a horror movie.
Yeah, it changed the way you walk out into the mist. If you ever like get a night this thick mist going on, yeah,
But
that'll
okay,
definitely change your world.
And I must not have seen it. The Mist.
Like
the
yeah,
ending, the ending,
bro.
bro. The ending is
Yeah.
if you can watch a horror movie,
If
The
The
Mist.
if
Mist
you
is
like a
old.
suspense horror movie, right? Or it's just a suspense movie
I
and
like
all.
suspense.
Yeah, like if you like a suspense movie, because the mist
Ooh,
rolls in over the town
Mhm.
unnatural, and then people just start getting snatched up. Yeah,
Okay.
I can definitely say maybe you watch The Mist and we talk about it later. But yeah, The Mist. My favorite is probably Fallen. Fallen is one of the better ones for me. Except I don't know if you remember Fallen with Denzel Washington.
Oh, come on, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
with
of course. Denzel.
yeah
And he
yeah
was touching him and he was jumping from body to body.
when they were
Yeah.
jumping from body to
But
body.
that was a good one too.
Yeah, those type. I like movies that twist you at the end where they told you at the beginning what it was,
Yeah.
and then you go through the movie and like you don't recognize what you heard, and then they flip it on you and be like, I told you this at the beginning. I'm like, oh, you sons of bitches, you got
Yeah.
me. I wasn't even looking at that. Oh, I got you. I got you. Yeah. You know what I just watched the other day? I watched again. I watched Taps. You ever watch Tap? You seen Taps?
It sounds familiar.
It's with Gregory Hines, where he out there tap dancing. He just
That's
got
my
released from
movie,
jail.
man. That's my,
And
I ain't
man,
gonna lie.
that's my step right there. You done stole my step.
Listen, The Temptations, the movie, The
Oh,
Temptation
all the
movie,
time.
that's a classic.
I thought you said you didn't
Classic.
see
Like,
the Temptations.
Me?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I watch the Temptations all the time.
Oh, I don't know why I thought that. Okay.
Temps without
All
David
right.
Ruffin is some fake ass temps.
without David Ruffin. Listen, in the beginning of the movie, he was serenading that girl home, had me out there trying to be a part of the music group. I'm trying to sing girls all the way home, girl. Come here. Let me sing you a song. Come hold a tune for my life. I love that movie.
Oh, I love the Temptation. Oh,
Yeah, it was,
yeah.
it was
That's
good.
a good
My
movie.
mom loved the Temptations.
That was so
She was a
good.
Motown freak.
It was so good.
Hmm.
Yeah, Ma had to think for Smokey. Like that was
Oh
her
my god.
hall pass.
Listen, Smokey was the man.
Yeah, she had to think for
Oh
Smokey
man.
and Lionel Richie.
Oh, Lionel.
Oh man,
A lot
like
of
you getting
women.
into music now? We talking business, like music. Yeah, Lionel was the man. I love Lionel,
Bro,
man.
I
I used to
ruined.
sit in my car.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. I was in when my first girlfriend that I dated. I used to sit in the car and sing Lionel Richie to her, hard. I was like 19, 20 years old. Had Lionel Richie in the CD player, and we be parked up. I'd be in that serenading her with that Lionel Richie. Penny Lover. Man, listen, shoot, couldn't tell me nothing when I was 19. I was a player.
I ruined Hello for Kiana, my daughter. I ruined it because she used to play it. I get in the car and she in there playing Lionel Richie. I'm like, why are you playing this stalkerish ass song, bro? Because if you think about it, Hello, bro, he's sitting there watching a blind girl, following her around, talking about hello, knowing she can't see. Is it me you're looking for? It's he blind. Like you sitting there, it's just weird, bro. It's just weird, but yeah,
If
yeah.
you li- if you listen to a lot of those old songs, if you actually listen to the lyrics, you
They hella creepy.
Yeah, they
You like,
creepy.
wait a minute.
I
You
didn't want to say it, but you said it. You are
Yeah,
exactly right. It was like, what are we listening to?
wait a minute. Was that okay back then? It
yeah,
sure
man.
was.
Sure was, man. It was about telling her what to do. Hey, I've been watching you for a while now. I'm like, what? Where was you? I was in the bushes, seeing you get all soapy, bruh,
Listen,
bruh. Yeah, definitely creepy ass music back then, man. But still, I mean, it kind of set the tone for how people were, right? So music always sets the tone for how you treat a woman. Like back in the '70s, you had those real aggressive men that was like, take it off, close the door, like this is what you
close
gonna
the
do.
door. Turn off the lights, light a candle.
Yeah, they told you about
Petty.
it. Huh? Yeah, but then you went on to the baby faces of the world, and they just kind of told you they was about to do it all for you, and they was just gonna take care of you, and I'll cook your dinner for you, wash your feet, and bring you home money and stuff like that. Like, come on, man, ain't nobody doing all that. Like, give me a break.
Say you're not doing all of that.
What you talking about? Ain't
You didn't
nobody
say
doing all.
nobody is,
Ain't
just
nobody
some
doing all
people
that.
are.
Ain't nobody doing all that. Ain't nobody doing all the stuff Baby say Face say he's doing.
I'm just saying.
People saying they go do that.
They ain't actually doing it.
They ain't actually doing it. You only do it for a certain amount of time, and then you're like, I ain't doing this no more. This woman
I
don't.
ain't say they kept it up. I'm
This
just saying,
this woman don't
bait and
appreciate
switch is
nothing.
real. Bait and switch is real. You're like, oh yeah, this is all the stuff I'm going to do.
She
You
said,
can look forward to all of this.
she said the bait and switch. Like, it's like faked you out.
Like, oh, okay.
Gotta get
Uh,
it somehow.
That's funny.
That's too funny. No, that was good. I can't think of another movie that I recently watched that was like, oh man, I gotta, the ones that I run back are usually the older ones, the ones that I've watched twice or three times.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait. Oh yeah, this girl. This girl said this. I'm gonna tell you this right now. You know what this girl said? Movie she ain't never watched.
which girl?
The, you.
Oh, okay,
You-
you talking to me,
you-
so I'm gonna figure you
I'm
talking
talking. I'm
about.
talking to Seth. Seth on here too. You
Oh,
ain't the only one here. Um,
okay.
this girl says she ain't never watched Harlem Nights and doesn't have the
What?
urge to watch Harlem Nights.
What did I tell you?
Says she's just okay with not watching it, Seth.
I said that I didn't watch it all the way through,
She said
like from start to finish.
she said she's seen clips. She ain't
Yeah,
watched
I've
Harlem Nights.
probably seen the entire
She
movie
has
over
not.
the course of my life. I probably have, because my brother, like, I've probably seen the whole movie. I just never sat down and like, oh, I'm gonna watch this
So
start to finish.
this ain't about you defending yourself. This is about you getting roasted for not
Go
watching
ahead,
Harlem
roast
Nights.
me. Go ahead, take my card. Take my card. I don't think
This
I
is
answered
this
that
is this
question.
is this is this is Eddie Prime Eddie Murphy,
Prime.
Richard
And I
Pryor,
love Eddie.
Red Fox,
I love.
you
Yep.
blind motherfucker.
He said, wait.
Listen, that that movie is a classic. Like she got to get her card revoked for that. Like you
I
have to
told you.
watch.
Everybody always says that's the movie that I will get
I
my card
try.
revoked.
She's like, I don't know if it holds up. That movie will hold up till the end of time, no matter what
all
age group, no matter when you watch it.
I
all the way through.
listen. If I ever had like an urge to sit down and continue to watch it, then I absolutely would have. I just never did. I don't know, maybe I came in at the wrong scene and I was just like, what are you talking about? And I just never,
It's so
you can
many
have it.
quotable things in that movie. You have to watch it. Got a girl pussy so good, throw it up in the air, make you see sunshine. He's like, I love to see that.
You would love to see anything, you blind motherfucker.
Now you want to hit people with garbage cans. I got to cut you. Hey, put that shit away. I'm
I'm
gonna shoot
telling you,
that
man.
wrinkly motherfucker off. Listen, that's a
that-
classic, but you got to sit down and actually take some time to watch that one.
That's
That one.
yeah. All right.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
I'm,
I don't know if I will.
you won't. You won't. It's okay though. But
You
I'm
got
telling you,
to. You
bro.
got to. You
Like
got to make
I
some
don't see
time
how
for
you.
that movie.
Yeah, I don't see how you cannot. Like just
Yeah.
thinking about that, I may go watch it tonight just because like it's just so many good things about that show.
Yeah.
Hey, you
Yeah.
watched Madam Web yet? I'm gonna watch that shit tonight.
No, they said that shit was doo doo.
That's what they said. They said it was trash, but I ain't. But everybody like I'm like I can't take everybody's opinion on it. Gotta watch it myself. I may find some gems in there somewhere. Hey,
I watched the breakdown, and it didn't look interesting to me at all.
What's Madam Web about?
it's a Spider-Man knockoff, or not. I can't say knockoff because it's done
Oh,
by
with all the
Sony.
girls
Yeah,
instead
yeah.
of
Yeah, but
okay.
I'm trying to figure out if everybody don't like it because it's a bunch of girls, and we're starting to everybody's starting to be more vocal about the political correctness of Marvel because Marvel was really sexist, and then they did that big arc where they turned into very much so woman power, the Me Too movement type deal where they did a lot of inclusiveness, and so now everybody who was a big fan of Marvel is like, ah. I'm sick of seeing all this inclusivity thing, and so now there's a bunch of attitude problems about, because if you think about it, every movie now has like a scene where it's just all the girls together. Like if you think about Endgame, where they were where they had the gauntlet and they were throwing the gauntlet back and forth, and then all of a sudden they threw it to one of I think it was Valkyrie or somebody, and then all of a sudden it was just all the girls there, and they were beating up on Thanos and everything. So that's starting to turn people off. It's real weird. So I'm just trying to see, is it people hating on the all women cast, or is it really just a bad movie? So I got to see for myself.
I
I
think too
watched
much
the
of one
trailer and
thing
I
is
wasn't
is
interested.
too much of one thing. Because I like a strong female. Like all the Resident Evil movies, they had a strong female lead. I like that lady that played in the Resident Evil movies.
Yeah, I
She
think
was
it's
a
the
strong
difference
female
between
lead.
a strong female lead though, and just like a solid female cast. Like everybody's a woman, all the main parts are women. It's just women, and then some people are just really headstrong about that. I'm like, I don't care. Is it a good movie? Is it a good preface? Like, we'll find out.
Yeah, I got you. Storytelling, but that one with Viola Davis, the one where they were in Africa
Yeah,
and they were warriors. I like that one. That one actually
Woman
was really
King.
yeah, Woman
enjoyable.
King. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was good. Oh, you know what? When you gotta watch, oh, guys, with the black actor that passed away from cancer. He was the what's his name? I can't remember. It
Chadwick
slips my
Boseman.
mind. Yeah, it was a movie on Netflix. The Last Call from the King or something like that. It was good on Netflix. I can't remember the name of it.
Last Call
It
from
was
the
really
King.
good.
Okay,
Or
because I tried to
or
watch Band of Brothers or Blood Brothers or something like that. I couldn't. I couldn't
four.
go. Huh?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know which
Yeah,
one you're talking about.
yeah. Band or Brothers something. I don't know. They went back to Vietnam or whatever.
You get the gold. Yeah, I got you.
Jonathan Majors was in that one too. I couldn't make it through that one. Like it was rough. There's a lot of stuff going on, and I think I had PSTD because the bombs and all that stuff just had me messed up. I couldn't do it. The racism, I couldn't handle it. I couldn't handle it,
You
man.
watch,
Like, I
you
don't
watch
do.
the Django?
Huh? I do watch. I watched Django, but again, I
It's
watched
pretty
that.
racist.
I watched that a while ago, right? So I work around a bunch of people that I need to be able to communicate with and talk to, and to see those movies for me, I just get angry, and I don't need to be angry, man. I'm good. I don't need to be that upset and that like looking at people like, man, you don't understand. I don't need that in my life. All right.
Really triggered.
The one question that we'll end with, right? And this will be the hypothetical question that we'll ask, right? And I think I prepared you for this, right? This is my favorite hypothetical question to ask. So if you got turned to the opposite sex and the only way to get back was to give it up, would you do it or would you just stay a female? Now you keeping all your memories. You go remember everything from the past you. You go everything from the female you. You go remember everything stays with you. So everything you do, you remember. So are you willing to? The only way to get back, you gotta.
Pony up.
Listen, we done had this conversation already. Outside of this, and like I said, I will be a female for the rest of my life because I know I'm 43 years old. I got kids, so I know what I did to women. It's not getting done to me. It's not happening. Ain't nobody dominating me. No,
I'm just saying. You can't see it. You can't see it with your legs up.
nope. No. Ain't no man gonna grab me up. No, man. No, not happening. And then you got to discuss the finish. Where's the finish happening? Where where's the climax going? You know what I mean? Like no, like and I don't mean no disrespect. As a woman, you can be dominant. But at the end of the day, when you're both in the dark and y'all together, you are being dominated. You are being, if I'm gonna say it, you gonna get penetrated. Ain't nobody penetrating me. It's not happening. It's not happening. I'm gonna be a woman and I'm gonna be a virgin. That's done. Cause it ain't happening.
You ain't
Nope,
coming back.
gone.
But you just gotta be a woman for the rest of your life.
I will menstruate. I will bleed once a month, but whatever. It's not happening. Nope.
Oh God.
Make me throw my legs up and make me no, no. Grab me up all strong and stuff and hold me down. It's not happening, bro. Nope. I'm done. Nope. I'm a woman.
That's
Oh,
funny.
Change
too
my name.
funny.
Uh, but I appreciate you coming on. Thanks for coming and joining us and talking to us for a little bit. and we'll see you guys next time.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of Culturally Incorrect. Please join us next time.